Hello everyone, my name is Emma Woods. I am the HR Services Manager in Collins McNicholas Recruitment and HR Services Group. Today I am providing you with an online tutorial on key tasks you should focus on when preparing for an interview. This is being completed on behalf of the Sligo Leaders Partnership with the SICAP programme. Regarding what to expect with an interview. So the purpose of an interview is to evaluate you and your capabilities, to assess your ability to contribute to the role, and to see how well you might fit into the organisation if you are offered the position. The employer also wants to present the organisation to you so that you will accept the job if it is offered. And finally, do remember that an interview is not an interrogation, it is a two-way selection process. Okay, so once you are invited to an interview, try and find out as much information as you can. So this will help you feel prepared and ready for the interview itself. Firstly, ensure you are clear on the date, time, duration, and location of the interview. So in terms of the duration, you don't want to be in a situation where you only expected the interview to last 30 minutes, while you could be sitting there for up to an hour. You don't want to have to check your time or feel under pressure. So make sure beforehand you know the length of time assigned to the interview. In terms of the location, some organisations have sites in different locations, so make sure you know which one you have to go to for the interview itself. After that point, try and find out the type of interview. So there are various types of interviews now, so that would include competency-based interviewing, situational interviewing, and this will affect the type of questions you will be asked on the day. So knowing that in advance will help you prepare. Finally, try and find out information on the interviewers, especially how many there may be. If you're only expecting one and on the day you walk in and there's a panel of 3 or 4 interviewers, that could be quite daunting. So knowing in advance will help you on the day. Once you have gathered all of the information on the logistics and the type of interview you will be sitting, the next stage of your preparation is to sit down and analyse the job description. So generally, this is the only piece of information you have on the role at this stage of the process. So it's important to make sure you use that information that you have to sit down, fully examine what will be required of you and exactly what they are looking for in the ideal candidate, as this will certainly help frame how you are going to prepare for the interview. So in terms of making a list, so firstly, take note of what are the key competencies that they have noted down as being important, and that could be teamwork, communication, problem solving. Sometimes they don't specifically say the competency, but by reviewing the job description and the roles and duties that's involved, you can clearly see the competencies that lie beneath them. The specific requirements of the role, so sometimes they note down the number of years of experience you require, if you require any certificates, so they may ask questions on these elements as well. And finally, personal attributes, what they are looking for in their ideal candidate. And that could be that the individual is reliable, efficient, trustworthy. They may frame some questions to try and analyse this side as well. So making sure you sit down, review that job description and start making a list of potential areas they could question you on. Okay, so the next step then in your preparation is to research the company. So you can do this by checking out their website, looking at LinkedIn, or even just going on to Glassdoor and seeing if there's any reviews about the company on there. I always recommend even just putting the company into Google. You can find out a lot about them there. So information to watch out for, and I suppose to be ready to answer questions on, would be what do they offer in terms of products or services, or what do they do? Who are their customers? Have they received any awards recently or had any publications? Have they any exciting projects coming up? Is there news about it, the industry in general? And finally, the company's competitors. So generally, a lot of this information will either be found on the website, if you have a good look through all the different sections of the website, or alternatively, Googling, and you can find out as much as you can there on the company. Okay, so finally, make sure you know and review your CV prior to the interview. A lot of people will tailor their CV for each company and role they are applying for, so make sure you sit down and you're reviewing the CV that you would have sent in to the specific company you're interviewing with. So thoroughly familiarising yourself with your CV, exceptionally important. Also, if there was an application form that you submitted, making sure you fully review that, as you may be asked questions on either of those documentation. Pay particular attention to things that you may have listed as accomplishments or achievements and be prepared to discuss them. And that could be throughout your educational background, your experience, or even your personal interests and hobbies. And also, just to note on that, your interviewer may try and develop rapport and break the ice with you based on your interests and hobbies, so make sure you know exactly what you mentioned there. Okay, so overall, preparation will help you relax, give you the confidence to answer those tough questions due to the preparation you've put in. It shows the interviewer that you are motivated, well researched and interested in the role. It proves that your skills and experience match the job specification, and overall it will help and improve your chances of being offered the position. Well, thank you very much for listening to my online tutorial on interviewing preparation. The next tutorial we will be running is specifically focused on interviewing questioning and how to prepare your answers. So if you require any further remote support or want to get in contact with me, please take note of my contact details there. I've provided my email address and my contact phone number. And just to note, any additional support is fully funded by the Sligo Leader Partnership with the SciCap programme. Thanks again and best of luck with your interview preparation.